Hey guys, welcome back to another crypto video. Today, we're going to be talking about Stellar XLM and about Vechain VET. I also want to do a giveaway for you guys. I want to do a $20 giveaway if this video can hit 250 likes within 24 hours. Just for fun, and all you have to do is press the like button on this video, comment something down below, and have the notification bell on. So XLM slips. Will Stellar's IBM partnership be in tatters after Lund's exit? Stellar XLM prices steady and out of the top 10, and worldwide proponents Jesse Lund and CTO Stanley Young exit IBM. So there is a ton of backlash to all of these announcements and a lot of FUD going around the XLM community, and that's also I think why XLM is not performing so well in the cryptocurrency market cap right now, as they're actually in the 12th place, only going up 2.57% on the month, instead of most of these coins going up 20 to 30-ish%. They're not doing that extraordinary. I think that's actually a bummer, because I would have expected Stellar to really pop off in these months as well, and especially this last week with XRP and Bitcoin doing really good right now, but I guess they let me down, and with good reason. The exit of Jesse Lund, the global head of blockchain for financial services and digital currencies, and CTO Stanley Young of IBM could jeopardize their partnership with Stellar. Even though XLM is bullish, participation is low. The only path for higher highs is if the price rallies past 13 cents. And right now it is just at 12.77, so 13 cents is actually looking quite close, and it will most likely happen, but there's a little bit of a catch. The success of any blockchain depends on what it brings to the table. That is, use case. If it finds that and the network benefits from the network effect, then whether the project goes forward or not is heavily reliant on well-oiled partners. In the case of Ripple, more than 200 global banks are part of the process, or at least financial institutions. Because of that, Brad Garlinghouse and a team has the impetus for building infrastructure that will replace SWIFT as a real-time global payments platform. Meanwhile, though, Stellar as a competing platform, which I disagree with, I don't think Stellar is really competing unless you're talking about WorldWire. They would have something on the Stellar platform, which is to a certain extent competing, has the backing of an experienced century-old phenomenon in IBM. Better known as Big Blue, the American giant prides in the WorldWire. Out of the gate, Stellar now supports 42 different currencies from 72 countries thanks to the involvement of IBM. Their objective is outright: battle it out with Ripple and onboard as many banks as possible to their network. Again, I don't think that's completely what their goal is. I think it's just really opening up P2P, right? So peer-to-peer transactions. Not really, oh, let's get as many banks as we can going. I don't think that's really where the priority lies. I think it's how can we open up person-to-person or peer-to-peer transactions to the easiest sense possible. And that's also why I don't think they're that competitive towards Ripple, which is really looking for as many banks as possible. But enabling this is innovation and determination. Already 6 banks will be launching stablecoins on the Stellar network. We already covered this a couple of weeks ago, I think. This was actually quite some big news. And however, all of this under threat following the departure of CTO Stanley Young and Jesse Lund. They were instrumental in pushing WorldWire on Stellar network, and that might also jeopardize their whole partnership and their whole future, as some things might be changing now as they are leaving, right? We don't know what new people will be coming in there. They don't know what they'll be thinking about WorldWire on Stellar, and a lot can change in a very short time frame. Stellar price analysis. Stellar is continuing to show the bearish nature. It's definitely what's been the case right now. This is already an article from 3 days ago, but it's definitely what's been going on. Wirex app, which is partnered with Stellar from quite a time now, has also released Stellar Federation addresses, which will transform the platform to be simpler to transfer their capital based at Stellar currency. Wirex app just released Stellar Federation addresses, what it is about. It's not that important, not that cool, but I think it was really worth mentioning quickly. About the price though, still bearish well, I mean, bearish might not be the right word. It's just really lacking behind in comparison to some of these other coins. It's still positive, but just not as positive as the rest. Stellar price analysis. Stellar XLM continues to trade with Saturn mood. It's the same article, isn't it? I think it's the same, only a little bit of a different tweet, but I think the point is really the same still. Exposure to the IMF's special drawing right is no longer only available to central banks. Congrats to PaySend on the launch of their stablecoin using the Stellar platform. Ethereum versus Stellar. Ethereum rises 9%, while Stellar drops by 8% in the last 5 days. Yeah, guys, if we had to make a comparison right now, Ethereum is way, way, way better. Here's Ethereum to US dollars, here's XLM to US dollars. It's pretty saddening, must be honest with you guys. I don't know if this will help you out anything at all. Return on investment, over 9,000 with Ethereum. I like that, what they did there. With Stellar, it's about 4.1,000%. It's insane, though, if you think about it, how great these cryptos have been with the run they had. Stellar Lumen's price analysis, Stellar XLM gradually moving towards a bearish trend. I'm not too certain about that quite yet. These articles are from a little bit longer ago, though, and now, within the last couple of days, the tide has really turned from being semi-negative to really being semi-positive, I would say. But, you know, relatively shortly here, we might see a big run, as BTC might also take their run a little bit further. We don't know. We'll see. Blockchain-based lending platform Bitbond is launching a security token offering that it says is the first to be approved by a regulatory in Germany. We love to see organizations using Stellar to become pioneers in their field. This is an article from CoinDesk. A $4 million raise. It's going to be insane, guys. But then moving forward into Vechain news for the day. Vechain price analysis. Vechain hops up after a week of sluggish trends. So Vechain actually has had a very, very strange week for themselves. They actually had gains at the beginning of the second half of June. So like a couple days ago, they had some crazy gains. I was really happy for them, but it actually seemed to get quite sluggish, and they could not actually compete with the bears that were here in the first half of the month and the latter half of May. I actually was kind of confused, as I would have expected the price to really be doing better, but I think since it had quite a good previous month, maybe, you know, they're not up for it yet. I don't really know, but right now, it's not looking too good for Vechain, and we can see that back in the price as well, as they're -3 on the month, while most of the other coins here are doing really, really quite positive on the month. Tezos, Crypto.com, or this is a Monaco coin, BAT, and Vechain are some of the only coins that are doing relatively bad right now. It's sad to see, but it is the case, alright? For some coins, it just happens. Would have not expected it, though. I would have expected a more positive outcome, but hey, what can you do? Vechain price analysis. Vechain slumps to trade at 6.8 parts of a cent without any signs of recovery. Now, I don't agree with that part. All right, I think there's actually a very big sign of recovery with Vechain, as we just also saw in one of my Ripple videos that there might be something cooking up with one of the Ripple members talking about Vechain, or with Vechain. Vechain Thor celebrating one of their yearly anniversaries. Wow, I was stupid. Vechain Thor celebrating the 1-year anniversary has no impact on VET prices. And this is actually what you see quite often, that these anniversaries and these launches that are minimal, even though Vechain Thor is not minimal, but the launch itself does not do that much most of the time. They're actually most of the time overvalued. People often like to put price increases on random ass dates, and in this case people put some price tag or price increase on the Vechain Thor anniversary, but nobody really cares. You know, we see that time upon time. Nobody really cares about these price increases. Sometimes what does happen is the coin gets searched up more, so you see more views on some videos, and more news articles come out, and more news article views as well, things like that, which might look as if the coin is getting a lot more popular, but most of the time it's just because people are starting to look up into the coin because they heard about it somewhere. Does not necessarily mean they're buying the coin because they think it's going to take off or things like that. Vetcoin may continue to show bearish trends over the weekend, and it did. All right, the weekend is now past. It is Monday, I think, and yeah, definitely not doing the best over the daily, weekly, hourly. It's definitely not doing the best. I think, though, let's quickly check at what date we switched over, because it must be one of these days that we switched here. Yeah, it was actually 2 days ago here where we switched over. If you look at it on a monthly perspective here, it doesn't actually look that bad. If you look at it from a weekly one, though, it's kind of saddening. I must not gonna lie right there. Days have passed, and Vechain has shown no signs of surge till date. On the occasion of Vechain Thor's first-year anniversary, the firm has decided to share updates on all partners, and this may have a long-term impact on the VET price. But as of today, it keeps trading at a lower end, and the current market performance is dull and depressing. Well, in theory, actually, over the weekend it was kind of the opposite of bearish, as the 22nd, the weekend. Oh, what day do you think the weekend starts? Is it Friday for you guys or Saturday? Is it just Friday to Sunday, or Saturday and Sunday only? The weekend for you? Because the 22nd here of June is when it really started to pop off, right? So I guess we should count it as Saturday then only, which is weekend definitely. But did it then do good over the whole weekend, or only partially, or what are we counting there? Let me know in the comments down below. To celebrate the 1-year anniversary launch of the Vechain Thor blockchain, we'd like to update the community on the partners of some of our partners, or progress of some of our partners. iTao is one of the first ones in the Partner Update and Spotlight series. Read more on their Medium page, and this is actually something that I recommend you guys all to check out. It's a very cool Medium post here with a lot of information, and you can check it out. I don't want to cover it in this video because I don't know if it's that important enough to really do so, but if you're having some time spare, I recommend checking that out. Vechain price analysis. Vechain's radical partnerships may reflect in Vechain token prices soon. Again, it might happen soon, alright? We don't really know, as Vechain is one of the partnership heaviest coins out there. I definitely think that they're within number 5 in terms of huge partnerships. They got Renault, BMW, DNVGL, and you name them. They got some huge names in there. In terms of that, they're going to get crazy, and we just need some feedback from some of these partners. Explain to us how they're doing, how they're liking it all, and things like that, for us to really grasp a good idea of how many partners more are to come because of the successes. It's really still a vague space, and I think that really needs to be cleared up by Vechain a bit, but that's also what they might be doing with this series right now, clearing up some of these things, right? More info you can find in here, but it's all not that significant for the price, which is what a lot of you guys care about as well. Vechain price analysis. Vechain may ink strategy partnerships to break the ongoing monotony. Don't know about that. True story. I did say that we do need more builders along with big names like PwC, Deloitte, DNVGL, and etc. SMEs, which are small to medium enterprises, and startups teams in Vechain's ecosystem are able to learn from them and contribute to proper support the Vechain. And they contribute with proper support from Vechain. Vechain is actually, even though it's not that obvious anymore, incentivizing these SMEs to come on here, like Tron is doing, and I guess almost all of these platforms are trying their best to incentivize. I think they're putting in some effort right now, a little bit more than before them. They grabbed them on there because they needed to grow, all right? And as I said before, with some of the feedback from some of these bigger companies, I think the growth is just going to go very, very easily and very quickly. Vechain's Sunny Lu focuses on adding bigger names to Vechain ecosystem. And again, this will go easier if you got yourself out there in terms of ease and whatever, and with some feedback. VET price analysis, 18th of June 2019. Would the new Vechain partnerships drive the price to 1 cent? This is something that we can never speculate on, guys. It's such a strange idea to say if a partnership will actually increase the price to that or that point. It's so difficult to predict, so difficult to know, that I just don't want to speculate on that. A lot of people are speculating about the crypto farm though. Breaking news, our new product Crypto Farm from OceanX will be online on the 18th of June, which is already like a week ago. A series of tailored products will be provided to grow your tokens. Here comes the first product, Vechain Official, 30-day lockup plan. And again, you can check it out on here if you want to. This one is actually really interesting. It's like a sort of staking type of thing is what I see it as. But annualized expected return about 10% plus 2 to 5 expected VTHO production income. So it's like the free VTHO you get, and a 10% annually expected return. Like, it's nice, but on the other hand, 10% a year is not that insane, not that great, not what we're hoping for. But I think 10% is guaranteed, the least amount that you'll get. And I actually did not read this whole article, so there might be some different info which might be in here. Again, I'm most likely not going to use it, but hey, I'll check it out later and maybe give you guys an update if I do know more about it. Here you can see more about the whole situation though, about the crypto farm. And last but not least, Vechain price analysis. Vechain may continue to move downwards for the next 2 days. This is an article from 3 days ago. They were right. It did happen for like 1.5 more days. It went down. Then afterwards, it made a little bit of a bump upwards. Nice to see on Saturday. But what's going to happen right now is just a mystery to me. It's not following BTC that closely. It's not doing anything, so I do not have any predictions for you guys, right? In every of these articles, there's predictions on the price, but almost none of them are right. So I don't want to give you guys some false hopes, some false info. Guys, that was it for this video though. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Don't forget to check out my second channel, which is called Dusty. A link for that is in the description below. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. This is not financial advice. This was purely for entertainment purposes only. But have a nice day, everybody, and take care.